Okay, for the last week, all I've been doing is spending time in marketing planning meetings. People are so excited about 2020. So today I'm going to talk to you about the biggest things you need to be thinking about for marketing planning going into 2020, going into next year. And I'm not just talking about digital, I'm talking about the whole marketing landscape. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, number one, TV. TV is still out there. I'm talking about regular TV. It's super important that you stay a part of television, but the thing that's happening is less people are watching TV, so we're seeing budgets go down just a little bit for television. Two, radio is still a really important part of the mix, but the thing with radio right now is people are having a very, very hard time measuring it. Pro tip, if you want to be doing radio, make sure you set up a custom URL or a custom website so that you can track the traffic that's going to that website. In addition to that, you can look at Google Trends by a specific region, and you can find out how much of an impact radio is making on your online presence by how many people are searching for it. Number three, billboards. Still a very important part of the marketing mix, especially in a local market for a multi-location business. Really, really important. Where's the area that you want to get in front of your customers, and setting up billboards around there can make a major impact, and also just great for growing the brand recognition. Sponsorships. Are you going to be sponsoring trains that are driving by putting a logo on it? Are you going to be sponsoring planes that are going over the sky and having banners? Are you going to be sponsoring football teams, baseball teams, sports in general? Who are you going to get behind? Well, if you're going to be doing this, you want to think about where your customers are, where they're spending the most time, and if you can figure that out, it's always a great idea to do sponsorships. It's a way that can really, really help elevate the brand perception, because when you align with these other big sports teams and other assets out there, it makes people think, oh, this is a great brand because they're a part of these other things that I love. Okay, another great thing is influencer marketing. While influencers are losing credibility just a little bit because they've been sponsoring too much stuff lately, it's still a good thing to do. A really great place to check out is Aspire IQ. It's a way that you can reach tons of influencers who will advertise your product for you. Celebrity endorsements. If you have a celebrity who is the spokesperson for your product and your demographic really likes that person, it brings a lot more credibility to the brand. So these bigger companies still looking at celebrity endorsements. Who should they align with to be the best person to get their message out there, and so that they can also get in front of that person's audience? Okay, media buys, both offline and online. So online, what a lot of people don't realize is that you can buy media. All these different websites out there, they want you to advertise specifically with them. So by using a tool like SimilarWeb or SEMrush, or just doing some basic competitive analysis around a keyword, you can find all the places online that have your customers. So very, very important that you think about what are all those places and what is the presence that you're going to have on that place. Are you going to be spending a few $1,000s, hundreds of thousands of dollars? How are you going to get referring site traffic from these other online media outlets back to your site? Programmatic and OTT, over-the-top television. These are ways that you can basically capture a person's metadata, follow them around the web, and then get them to convert using a bunch of different networks out there on the web. And so what happens is you try to set a cost per acquisition target, how much you're willing to pay for a lead or a transaction, and then this system just makes it happen for you. Now, there's a downside to this because they basically use all their inventory, so you don't really know where your ads are going to show up. It's less on the individual site level and it's more on the person level. So it's going to follow them around and get them to convert. So a lot of people looking at programmatic and OTT right now, it's usually one of the last places people go in paid media. They start lower funnel, Google Ads, Bing. After that, they go into social, and then after that they go into, kind of like display and these remarketing, and then over the top programmatic. So it's going to be one of the last places to go, but once you have that foundation set up, it's a great way to kind of connect everything together so that the conversions happen more frequently. SEO, search engine optimization, a really, really big digital strategy that a lot of people have to do. In most cases, SEO, search engine optimization, still drives the bulk of the revenue for all of these businesses, right? If you look at your Google Analytics and your channel report, it's generally going to be SEO, direct traffic, referring site traffic, paid traffic. Sometimes paid is above those other two and right under SEO. It all depends on how new the website is and how much you're spending. And then email is usually 10 to 20% or so. And then it kind of goes down from there into individual campaigns. But SEO, search engine optimization, having a campaign, what are those top keywords, those top 10 that you want to go after, right? What are those secondary level, that extra 100, and then breaking the website out by segments, but what are the most important segments for revenue and focus focusing on those. Incredibly important for multi-location businesses, e-commerce, SEO, still a really big priority, even more important now than I think ever before. Okay, email marketing programs where you're sending out blasts every single month, making sure that you're doing automation sequences. So if a customer signs up, putting in place automation so that that person doesn't forget about you, but also signs up later. These are some really big things. Okay, and then this whole world of paid media is just exploding right now, which I absolutely love. Make sure to check out my book, The Forecaster Method, which talks to you about how to measure paid media online. But you need to have a strategy for social ads, Google ads, Bing. The Bing and LinkedIn integration is really powerful. But not going through every single one of them in this video, but making you understand that you need to know your cost per acquisition for every single paid media channel. What's the audience side, the click-through rate, the conversion rate, the cost per acquisition? Once you figure that out, you can plot them against each other, and then you can just turn the levers for the ones that are getting you the highest return, while also keeping a diversified portfolio of traffic. Okay, my last two things today are referral partners, right? So on the B2B channel sales side, using digital to actually target people who will send you pipelines of business. We've been doing a lot more of that. And then the last thing is creative. So having that creative strategy that drives all of your social ads, that drives all of your social media posting, that drives your TV ads, that drives your radio ads, that baseline of creative that you take and use to push out across all of the web, online and offline billboards, tying the whole thing together 360. That's what we refer to as a 360 campaign, when we have one centralized creative asset or set of assets that you push out everywhere. These are the things that people are talking about going into 2020 marketing. I'm super excited about it. I've been in these planning meetings, 5-8 hour a day planning meetings with these large companies, and you need to be thinking about each one of these. If you're a smaller business, I recommend you start lower funnel, so the things that are going to have the most conversions for you. And then as you get bigger and bigger, start going more upper funnel, more awareness. And also, if you're in a market that does not have a lot of awareness, then you need to be doing more awareness than the lower funnel things, because people aren't already looking for it. That's it today. If you have questions about marketing planning in 2020, leave it below. If you have a comment or want to tell me about how you're going to be doing your marketing planning, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. See you next time. Bye.